Is one bar being unfairly singled out this St. Patrick's Day? Find out why Davenport City Council members want to vote down Shenanigans outdoor liquor license.
Then the state of Illinois is now joining 35 other states that allow cameras in the courtroom.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning. I'm Emily Scarlett. Thanks for watching Local 4 News this morning.
And I'm Chris Langlois. The party this St. Patrick's Day could be confined to the indoors for one Davenport bar. Several
bars apply for outdoor liquor licenses for the upcoming holiday, but city staff have recommended denying only Shenanigans requests. Local 4's Greta Patrick joins us from our newsroom to tell us more. Greta, the city's final vote is tonight. Why do most city leaders want to say no?
Well, good morning, Emily and Chris. City staff has pointed to the bar's problems in the past, including 2 stabbings within the last 3 years. We spoke with Alderwoman Maria Dickman, who sits on Davenport's Public Safety Committee. She says the bar's troubled history led to city staff recommending the denial of their outdoor privileges.
There was a lot that went into the recommendations, and certainly we want to consider all of Davenport's needs, and public safety is very high on that list.
Shenanigans requested a street closure along with their outdoor liquor license, and the city is recommending denying both requests. We reached out to Shenanigans' owner and received no response. We also contacted Mike Malloy, the lawyer for Shenanigans. While he did not want to go on camera, he told us he thinks the city is unfairly singling out Shenanigans. Malloy believes they should have the same rights to an outdoor liquor license as other bars, repeating what he told us at last week's city council meeting.
The issues they're claiming cannot be attributed solely to Shenanigans. There are 3 bars located directly across the street on 3rd Street, Max, Kilkenny's, and Carriage House. To try to single out Shenanigans because they don't like Shenanigans is discriminatory and unfair and should not be allowed by the city of Davenport.
Malloy says the bar is not responsible for past incidents. Another bar applying for street closure this St. Patrick's Day is Scott's Shovelhead Shed. Council will vote on both requests at their meeting tonight. Greta Patrick, Local 4 News this morning.
All right, thank you, Greta. And Davenport City Council members discussed a short-term plan for the Riverfront on Tuesday. In a work session, council members discussed an interim plan for when the Riverboat Casino moves to land. City officials say that will happen sometime this summer. Plans include creating a green space and additional parking. Davenport Mayor Frank Klipsch says Viking Cruises is still interested in docking in Davenport, but it could be 2 years before the cruise line builds that boat. The Celebration Belle is also interested in doing business with the city.
This is not the long-term plan, but the reality of this is once that riverboat goes, we want to make sure there's a continuing sense of activity. So maybe some food trucks for a short period of time might make some sense, where people can come down when they're sharing fun in the park or having fun in the park with their families. They can grab something to eat.
The cost of the interim riverfront plans have not been discussed. Mayor Klipsch says those plans are still in the early stages.
Today, Bettendorf Mayor Bob Gallagher will present his State of the City address, and it's open to the public. It begins with an 11:30 lunch at the Waterfront Convention Center. The mayor's presentation will follow at 12:30. Lunch is $10 per person at the door, but there's no charge if you just plan on attending the presentation. And plans for a mental hospital in Bettendorf could get a green light by state officials today. The Iowa Health Facilities Council might vote on whether to issue a certificate of need for the project. Local hospitals criticize the $14 million 72-bed psychiatric facility. So does the state's largest health insurance company. They claim it would damage existing nonprofit organizations.
Iowa finally has federal approval to go forward with its plan to privatize Medicaid. The state-run program will now be managed privately through out-of-state companies, but the start date has now been bumped back to April 1st. March 1st was the previous target date. The change affects over 500,000 Iowans who are on Medicaid right now.
It's our hot topic question this morning. Kids in Iowa may soon be able to use handguns. The Iowa House passed a bill Tuesday that would let children 14 and under legally use the weapons under adult supervision. Right now, Iowa law allows kids 14 and under to use long guns, which are often used for hunting. Some opponents say there's a difference between kids using long guns for hunting and using a handgun. Others disagree.
If the parent is involved in handguns, there's no reason why the child shouldn't have that opportunity.
I understand there are parents who want to take their kids hunting, deer hunting or something like that, a rifle is pretty good for that.
The plan already passed through the House with a vote of 62 to 36. It now moves on to the Senate.
Illinois will now permanently allow cameras in courtrooms. The pilot project was launched by the Supreme Court in 2012 and has been a success. More than 450 media requests have been made under the policy. The state's attorney says it allows people to better understand what happens inside a courtroom. Illinois now becomes one of 36 states that allows cameras in courthouses.
If you're looking for a new job, today could be your lucky day. More than 100 employers will be at the iWireless Center for the Quad Cities' largest career fair. That includes companies like AT&T, who are looking to hire 40 new customer service representatives. The career fair runs from 11:30 until 4, so don't forget, bring plenty of resumes. And sometimes the struggle is just getting in front of the right person, being able to get in contact with the right person. So this allows you to talk to the right people.
Especially when it seems like so many job applications just online and you send it, you never hear anything back. But yeah, always good to have face-to-face conversations like that.
Exactly. So take advantage if you're looking for that next job. Let's check in with meteorologist Anthony Peoples. Happy Hump Day, Anthony.
Happy Hump Day. We made it to the middle of the week. 2 more days to Friday and then a nice warm weekend. But before we get there, we have a blizzard and a winter storm moving through parts of Illinois. For us outside right now, we're seeing a little bit of fog along the Mississippi River, and the current temperature 35 degrees. But notice that the winds are starting to pick up a bit. We have north winds at 12 miles per hour. That's giving us a wind chill right now of 27 degrees. We do have some moderate to heavy snow falling over near Pontiac, just to the northeast of the Bloomington area, and we follow the snow all the way down to the Springfield area. So there is some moderate snow falling across parts of Illinois, but that is south and east of the Quad Cities. And as we put our in-house computer model into motion, you can see temperatures make it up into the low 40s today. We fall back to the upper 20s and low 30s tonight. And tomorrow, we'll see high temperatures well into the 30s. Some hometowns may touch 40 for tomorrow. But then we have warmer temperatures on the way for the weekend.
And it's crazy with that system just skimming us how much of a difference you can see just not too far away geographically from each other there.
Yeah, because just keep in mind, that's 2.5, 3 hours away, and we're going from no snow here to maybe a foot of snow there. But even in that locations, you're going to see areas that pick up a foot of snow, but only 50 miles away or 25 miles away, they may pick up just a couple of inches.
All right, so some folks will see a lot of snow today, that's for sure. Thanks, Anthony.
Right.
State births on the line in girls basketball for 3 MAC schools.
And how one made history, that and more. Up next in your morning sports.
The time now is 6:39. You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Chris Langlois, Emily Scarlett, and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.